Anyways, wires untangled. I got my headphones on. Let's just get this started. I have chosen, in my opinion, they're all great. Besides maybe 11 and 12. I don't actually remember what these two are, but yeah. If every time I would always put this specific playlist and I would just play through the game, it would be, man, get me in that setting. You know, the right songs would usually play at the right moments with this playlist, I felt like. And yeah, another reason why I love this game. The soundtrack's great. Now, again, there are doozies in this game. Like, there are songs that are just completely garbage, but, you know, maybe you like them. I don't, but these 10, I'll probably show 11 and 12 later. They're great. Anyways, let's get this started. Boss, you're back. You know, and I'll throw in some jokes, maybe. I don't know. It's probably just going to be a casual playthrough. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. I forgot what voice I gave Dana. I have like a list of like all the voices I gave, and for Dana I put lesbian voice, but what is my lesbian voice? I don't know. I don't know why I wrote that, if I'm being honest, because it doesn't convey any information. And a lot of them kind of don't, if I'm being honest. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional management. I don't know. Now it's a butch one. Oh, everything all right? My throat's already hurting me, man. Already need water. As a right it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that will be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filled and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also... my left ear. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. This boss is awesome. Dana is such a cool chick, man. I wish I had a boss like Dana. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Now, they're still making, I forgot what the other game's called, but they're making a sequel to this game. If this is like a hint that the sequel is going to be Jill working at the new bar, that'd be great. And I hope that's the case, because I love Jill. Jill's my favorite character, and I can't really see anyone replacing her. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Jill? His name's Jill, by the way, because it's G, but it's pronounced J. He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and then threw himself off a building. Ah, yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Jill will find a job after all this. Just who is Jill? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Oh, fuck. Do I have... Okay, no, I never met this character. She is my favorite character, by the way. Sorry, second to Jill. Jill for J. Stella, you know, in the beginning, I think everyone's going to hate this character. But Stella she's tremendous. And it's not because she's a cat girl. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, God. What is safe planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. I think it was, I don't even remember, piano woman, piano man. Yeah, piano woman. It was was originally called Pretty Woman, but too many people complained that there should be a piano woman if there was a piano man. Yeah. I forgot, she's kind of cryptic too, which actually kind of pisses me off. But there's another character that shows up later that's way worse. And it kind of like puts it more, you know, it kind of like makes you like, I don't want to spoil her name. Yeah, unless I already did, but sorry if I did, but she's awesome, I'm telling you. She's safe, friend, and you know, whatever. Here you go. Very nice, thanks a lot. So, you know, say, miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. I don't know if she's actually Japanese. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh, God. So she left her helmets behind again? Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Say's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. I need to drink my water. It's like, my throat's killing me. I think I'm getting sick. Of course I'm getting sick, like, during Valhalla. This is like the 3rd time I play this game, and I always feel like I'm getting sick. Toby, I love you. Just look. Look that back to me confused. How much more do I have to do? An hour and a half? Hopefully it's not that bad. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you this place, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Kita Mickey's autograph on that glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you... I feel like she would say acquire. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I love that too. I mean, look at it. You know, the game says like waifu's kind of weebish, but like Stella is ultimate waifu material. I hate to be a weeb, but like, look at her. The fact that her ears perk up and stuff, and she's got the robotic eye. The robotic eye does it for me too. I'm just being honest. I'm just being frank. Really? And then she, okay, come on. You know, like, it's like she's like the ultimate tsundere. She's the best. Only second to fucking Jill. I love Jill. But Stella is awesome. I mean, she did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep. This star-like signature is hers. So, your name's Jill, then? Yes. Ain't that... I love Stella. She is such a nice character, man. There's very few people like Stella. You know, she comes off as kind of like, oh, okay, you know, rich girl. She thinks she's better than everyone, but she's actually very, very nice. Ain't that nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. I feel like they should have added a little dialogue saying that her phone went off, because from my perspective, she just walked off to the left to talk to Jill with a G and just hassle him. But clearly she's not doing that. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was say. Yes. Sorry, I was just kind of like, my brain just shut off for a second there. That's not good. I am 100% getting sick, which is just tremendous. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. I think that is the Piano Man. Alright. Drink in honor of a good friend. Again, I don't know why Stella does this though. What was the drink again? Brantini? No. Okay, let's just do this. I don't remember. Oh, my memory's not that good, but I believe it's the Piano Man. I believe Piano Man, it was named after a dude. I forgot the story behind the Piano Man, but I believe like some... I don't fucking know. Let's just hope to God it's... Is this the one you had in mind? Oh, okay. I got it. My memory's pretty good. I there's no way I can prove I don't have a webcam. I should invest in one, because, like, why not? I mean, right now I look like garbage. Again, I look like... how would I describe my look? I look like Milhouse if he was balding. From The Simpsons. Okay, you want to go down, Toby? Yes, exactly. Can you just say Piano Man, Stella? Like, why are you fucking with me? I forgot why she did. I remember she gives you a reason, like, oh, I just want to... oh, okay, I remember this bit. I think, if I remember correctly, she, like, explains why she doesn't directly say the answer. She's like, well, you know, I just want to see if you're a good fucking waitress. And you're like, okay, well, fuck you. I gotta stop swearing. It's not good to swear too much. But, like, Stella's great. I'm telling you. She's just kind of annoying when it comes to her drink orders. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not. Or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers. That's what they call them. So it's something that I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done. Otherwise, I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. So, I don't know if it's going to be explained later. I hope it is, but... And I'm also going to keep it on this frame because I love when Stella's happy. She's just... It's very cute. But, in the world of Valhalla, nanomachines are everywhere. And they're like particle size, right? So you can't see them in the naked eye. But they're in like the air. They're in everything. So, some people just... you know, are able to consume these nanomachines normally, like humans like can adapt to it, but some it automatically rejects them, and you know they get like poison or whatever, which I don't think logically makes sense. I think no matter what, you'd be constantly had nanomachines like entering your lungs and shit like that. I feel like you'd be getting poisoning, but we do consume a lot of plastic, so maybe the nanomachines are made out of plastic. Who knows? But also. Will also poison you. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Wow. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? I love Stella. She's so nice. She's such a cool character. I gotta stop. I'm gushing over this fictional character like a loser. Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and been slowly growing it. I did want to start an alcohol collection myself. This is just completely unrelated. I have this bottle, this really old bottle. it's a Portuguese liquor. It's called aguardente, and it's like Portuguese moonshine. But this is like a really old brand that's like been discontinued. And I'm kind of like, this is gonna be very silly, but I'm saving it for a very good occasion, and I'm hoping that occasion has something to do with my YouTube channel. But also, I'm actually not 100% sure if it's super old, but I remember the guy selling it to me said it was, so I probably was lied to and scammed. But either way, the bottle looks cool. I have it in my, like an idiot, I don't know why I stored it like this, but I have it in like in my collectible drawer with like a bunch of fucking playing cards and shit. So, God forbid anything happens, it's gonna like pour all over my stuff. But you know, knock on wood, hope for the best. But anyways, it's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? I mean, fair point. But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Same here. Unless it's with somebody I don't tend to drink much. Oh, okay, sorry. Unless it's with somebody I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. Yeah, this is, so they're best friends. That's the whole lore here. Kind of obvious. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... I thank you, Say. You're at it again? You and your cryptic orders always... I'm doing her voice right, yeah. Always leaving... I wrote introverted lady voice, which, you know, I feel like is pretty accurate. Always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. Yeah, she's just kind of being an ass. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Yeah, she's an asshole. Still... I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill out here with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever. Please order something normal, would you? That'll be two fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What? Like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers, easy enough. Dude, this is a lot of alcohol. We're gonna get drunk. And I think for the ladies, yeah, they're not... Because she's a social drinker, not a hard drinker, you don't want to, like, booze them up. The only one you really want to booze up, in my opinion, is D. Dawson. Because he's kind of like, you know, an alcoholic. There you go. 2 fringe weavers. So? I mean, it's kind of stupid, but, like, again, it's a little bit kind of wholesome and cute, because, you know, they're a little bit silly, but this one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Did I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? No, Jill. Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yeah. You worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, it'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Oh, I have to sneeze, but it's not coming out. I hate that. It's the worst feeling in the world. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air, it just makes me want to put pepper in my nose so it gets out. Lately it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they would stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what, after I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, Say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. Her voice is kind of hard to do. I gotta write that down. Hear that. Port. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing and what anarchist group and that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. What is wrong with my throat and I'm getting sick. It's brutal. Some even say the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp, main branch, would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, "You're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message, but it's his intention that counts." Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla! Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing our clients. Dorothy is an interesting character. She's a robot prostitute that has relations with perverts that are very fetishistic. And don't get me wrong, like I have a rampant. Never mind. Oh come on, you know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I gotta, I gotta make Jill sound a little bit more ladylike. I don't know. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. Sorry, I'm just moving up a piece of paper. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. Then I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. 2 blue fairies are due. Alright. Ooh. Oh, she gets drunk easily. I was like, oh, maybe I'll put some alcohol, but she actually gets drunk easily, which means I'm gonna lose on some dialogue. Okay, there's some of that. I don't know why, but it kind of sounds like she's referring to something else, like calling. Oh, here's a couple of gay fellas. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say. I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes. Say. Yes. See, I thought her name was pronounced that way. I'm like, oh, okay. Say. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute. I just thought you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. Oh, Jillian wants to fuck Dorothy? Interesting. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one of that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because... Oh, there goes my dog. So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute, and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the little one with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid man. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body's heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BB-069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD-113 of Rialta Industries, a model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So Clause G of Article 17 in the augmentations and modifications law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not in law enforcement. I just do rescue. And even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know though, why go through with that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know. I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly. And this is the most discreet mod I have. Or at least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've gotta go. Yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna do the crying thing. I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. Too, if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensible, intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner, reading people and all? Not really. I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilith. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very, very sexually frustrated. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know who won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others. But the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z1. Steer, you're onto something here. Yes, she is. Now, go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to bereave. Okay, I'm done. I gotta end this stream. What can I say? But thank you for dropping by. Thank you for sticking by and enjoying the stream. I'm probably not going to read the articles next stream. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for Valhalla because I'm not making much progress here. I think there's just going to have to be one day where I can just play this relentlessly. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good one.